Hi, this is Ghost Hunter Jeff. I have some rather bad news. Bobby Mackey's, located in Wilder, Kentucky, is closing its doors next month. It's due to be demolished. Yes, Bobby Mackey decided that he needs a new building. They're going to do extensive renovations, which might mean they could tear the whole building down. I'm not really sure. He's moving his business to a place in Florence, Kentucky, temporarily for 6 months. And so I don't know if the whole building is going to be rebuilt, but it sounds like they're going to tear down the whole building. This is terrible news for ghost hunters across the nation. Bobby Mackey's is known for its country music, but also for its paranormal activity. Ghost Adventures made it famous back in 2008. It was their very first episode. They talked about the portal to hell and all the legends surrounding Bobby Mackey, such as Pearl Bryan, who had her head cut off and thrown down a well, which is called the portal to hell. Scott Jackson and Alonzo Walling botched an abortion that they were doing on Pearl. They ended up killing her and possibly throwing her head down that portal to hell. The building's been around for a long time, since 1850, when it was built as a slaughterhouse. The slaughterhouse went out of business in the 1890s. That is about the time that the crime occurred, where Scott Jackson and Alonzo Walling accidentally killed Pearl Bryan and then threw her head down the portal to hell. Then in the 1920s it became a speakeasy. There was lots of mafia activity there. A man named Paul Goodhue was killed in the men's bathroom. Then in the 1950s it became the Latin Quarter. And the Latin Quarter was run by a man whose daughter was named Johanna. And she fell in love with a singer from the bar, and her father had forbidden it. So the father retaliated and murdered the singer. Then Johanna poisoned her father and killed him. And then she committed suicide. And she haunts Bobby Mackey's music world. Bobby Mackey was a famous country singer, and he opened it up in the 1970s as a country music honky-tonk. Then in 2008, Ghost Adventures made it famous. Paranormal investigators from around the world have come here and investigated and found all sorts of activity. The good news is, I went there in July of 2023, and I did an investigation there with my friend Hillary and my friends from Northern Kentucky Paranormal Society. And at the time I was not doing my YouTube channel, so I just filmed it for my own fun and recreation. But I decided to dig out my old files and make a video, since it'll be one of the last investigations that has been done in the old building. I don't know what will happen with the new structure. Will there be the same spirits there as there were before? I don't know. Will they tear out the portal to hell? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. There's not many details on this. But for the time being, you can enjoy a video I made back in July of 2023. So let's get into it. All right, Bobby Mackey's. In the bull riding area. Let me turn my light off. Now there's so much dust in this place and bugs that I didn't really pay attention to the orbs. There was one that caught my eye, but there's so many going past the camera that I can't tell. I'm just going to assume that it's all dust. And there's bugs, you can see them. There's flying bugs and a crawling bug, as you'll see. Phonics.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Very good.
Now it doesn't record it, so you gotta record it externally. That's as loud as it gets. I was gonna bring a little speaker and I forgot. Oh, there's an orb. A couple of them. Bunch of them. I guess it's probably dust. Is there anybody here that wants to talk to us? What's your name? My name's Jeff. How you doing? I played here one time. You remember me? It was a band called Liquid Fire. I think I heard Leave and Beat It.
Is this the Get Out place? I just heard that.
What?
Or did you say that? I just heard Get Out.
No.
I don't even know if it was on that.
Are you telling us to get out? I hear a lot of stuff that sounds like yeah. Well, we paid money to be here, so we're not leaving. What's your name? Al?
Whispering.
I heard Rick. I'm Jeff. Do you play the guitar, Rick? What band are we watching right now? Do you know what band is playing up there? Is that Bobby Mackey playing? You got to start talking dirty to him. There are a bunch of guys in here. They're at a bar.
Did you have a good time tonight, guys? Would you like a little bit of company later? I'd be happy to invite you to that. My name's Hillary.
Yes.
He said
That
yes.
was yes. Hey, what's your name, baby? Tell me your name. That cat ball behind you is
Are you right there? You want to meet Hillary? Now this cat ball went off and my camera died right after it went off. Luckily I got it, but it's the only time the cat ball went off on the dance floor. I really like the Necro. A lot of stuff comes through the Necro. But sometimes it all it devolves into dirty talk and cussing, people cussing at each other, people wanting to have sex. In fact, I don't even put them all on these videos because some of them are so dirty.
like you jerked. Did you hear that?
I thought I heard slut.
Because I was sitting there like, hey, honey, come visit with me. Well, at least this is on for now.
So are there any women in here? I'm looking to meet a woman.
What was that you said you want to shock me? See, those are the ones with that weird.
Yeah.
Those sound real to me. Like that.
Yeah. A reverb.
What I've heard. That sounds like a video of this guy took in his basement and stuff, and it sounded like that.
Did it?
Yeah, no, it's poltergeist. Like they had that sound right. Can you make a noise in here if you're here?
Can you make one of these cat balls go off? These little balls? Just touch the ball and it'll light up just like it did before. I just need to know your name. What's your name? Is there any single girls here? Do you hear that? Is that you? Who's back there? Is that you, Bobby Mackey? Did you hear that? There was a noise back there. Is there somebody back here making noises? Doug?
It's got what?
What?
Oh, she's talking.
I'm gonna go up here where you saw that guy. All right, I'll take an old-fashioned and a Wiedemann. This EVP is strange because there's a girl saying two things at the same time. It sounds like her voice, and she's saying, "Drink trumpet, should I?" And they're both coming out at the same time. It's really hard to hear. You got to really listen to it. I didn't know what that meant, but there is a trumpet beer. I didn't know it existed. I'll take a Wiedemann. Let me get a Wiedemann and an old fashioned.
Sorry.
You out of Wiedemann? Is there anybody working? Still waiting on that Wiedemann. Where the F is it? Bob?
Yeah.
That-
Maybe that's, or I heard Eleanor too. Bob and Eleanor.
This lady over here wants an old fashioned.
Yes, I do. Make that extra.
Stirred slowly. But all them places serve me beer and old fashions, and this place doesn't. Really sucks. Now this area right here is where an exorcism was done on Carl Lawson. Carl was the caretaker of Bobby Mackey's in the 80s, and Reverend Bishop Long did a exorcism on him. I can't remember if it was successful, but I know Carl died an early death. He died at the age of 53 in 2012. Is Stefan and Deidre down here?
No.
Oh. I just got an EVP saying no.
Like that's it? No.
Where is that oh, I see now. Where's that room at?
Which room? The well room?
The faces room.
Oh, we were just there. It's back there.
Oh. You want to go back into the room of faces or whatever it is?
Yeah, yeah.
What the hell is it?
Oh.
Here?
Oh, that's awesome. Take a picture when you show up in it.
Can you make that cat ball light up for me? Can you touch that little ball? Can anybody touch it? Oh my god, it just fucking went off.
Yeah, it did. Oh, fuck. My camera's...
I'm telling you, these cat balls rarely go off. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was really nice.
It blurred right before that went off. Like it was focusing.
Yeah.
Oh, you're touching the cat ball. That's pretty cool. You are a strong spirit. What is your name? Can you tell me your name? You can tell me in this thing right here. That woman said the cat balls never go off.
Wow.
And especially down here. First thing that happens, the cat ball goes off.
Crazy.
Well, there must be somebody here.
Yeah. Where did you go? We got off to such a good start. It's good to know that you're here.
Hillary appreciates that.
Yeah. Makes me think of my kitty's doing that. Oh,
There we go.
there we go.
Hillary appreciates that.
Yeah. Makes me think of my kitty's doing that.
Hillary appreciates that.
Yeah. Makes me think of my kitty's doing that.
We love it when you light up the ball.
I know. It's so cool.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
Well, you like to light up that ball. That's really good. You're powerful.
Yeah. That's amazing.
That is. It went off 4 times.
Wow, that is pretty amazing. Thank you so much. It's really nice of us. We're glad you're here.
Is this your home right here in this room?
Is there anything else you could do to show us that you're here?
Can you appear right here so we can get a selfie with the both of us?
Yeah. Come here. Do you want to come hang out with us? Would you like to get a selfie with us? And come sit next to me. Oh, wow. This is the hole here. Big hole in the ground.
Portal to hell.
Yeah.
There it is.
Died very recently.
Whoa, what?
It said died very recently.
The heck? Did you die very recently? Who died very recently?
This is that hole, that well where Pearl's head was supposedly thrown into. It's all clogged up with dirt now, so it's hardly a hole anymore. But it went straight down and then went out to the river.
Oh, I can't see. Where am I at? Oh. Oh, I guess that's the kitty cat ball off.
Also, this room, we don't know for sure, but it has been suggested possibly the Mafia could have kept people in this tiny room as a sort of tiny jail cell, but we don't know that for sure.
Please go left.
What's that supposed to mean?
All right, we'll go left. in here?
Plant.
Plant?
Used to grow weeds in the kitchen before.
The 70s back then, it's like. The 70s back then, it's like. The 70s back then, it's like. Understand if you would.
All right, I went left. What's happening? Now we get a whole string of EVPs right here, which isn't unusual. I have put my camera down in places for an hour or two and gotten all sorts of EVPs, a lot of them residual. And what's interesting is, if you listen to them all, it's almost like watching a movie from the past. You get first row tickets to some of the activities that happened years ago. And usually they're things that happened with strong emotions. There was tragedies, people were mad, fighting, people with broken hearts. This is the sort of thing you usually hear in not usually, but a lot of times you hear in EVPs. And a lot of them are just residual pieces of sentences that may not make sense to you. That's because they're not talking to you, they're talking to each other, or they're just talking. Not all EVPs are talking at the people that are there. In this one, though, I do believe the guy that's yelling at us to get out, I think he's talking to me and Hillary. Is there anybody in here with me still? Are you still here?
Correct. Correct.
Is Alonzo here? What about Scott Jackson? Pearl? Joyce? We know you're here, Joyce. Paul Goodhue. We're looking for Paul Goodhue. Can you put a picture of yourself up on this phone? We're looking for, oh, here comes something.
He's a Smurf?
This your hometown of Smurfville? I don't know. Here you go, put this light under your chin. So you look like you're telling a ghost story.
Oh, shit. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
But what about Paul Goodhue? Was he here?
Are you here, Paul? Oh. The fuck? Wow, I don't like that.
What is that?
It looks like,
Person with a duck in his head.
yeah, something like that.
It almost looks like a duck, the eye and the bill.
Yeah, it looks like a hole in the face.
Hole in the head.
Yeah.
Did he kick a hole in your head? Or punch you? Paul Goodhue.
Are you here tonight? Are you tired of people bothering your eternal rest? Joanna. Oh! You mean Johanna? Johanna's about a lady. That's a song.
And I have a personal story that I want to share here. I was actually at Bobby Mackey's in 2006, I think it was, give or take a year. But I was playing with a band, and we played at the bar at Bobby Mackey's. The band was Liquid Fire. When we were done, we gathered up our equipment, and the manager was there, and we all went out the door late at night, like 3, 4 in the morning. And the manager followed us, locked the door, and we're out in the parking lot, and the manager got a phone call. And he said, well, who the hell is this? And he answered it, and he said, he hung up and he said, that's weird because I just got a call from inside my office. I just came from there. I had locked the door to the office and I locked the door to the bar, outside of the bar. And I just got a phone call from there, and there was just like a distant voice that I could barely hear talking. And he hung up. And at the time, I thought that was weird, but I didn't know anything about the supernatural history of Bobby Mackey's. I guess he probably did, but I had no idea. It wasn't until a year or two later, when Ghost Adventures came out with their first episode, that I learned about Bobby Mackey's. So that is our adventure at Bobby Mackey's. We feel that it's really haunted. We got a lot of EVPs. We're really sad that it's going to be torn down. I don't know what will happen to the spirits. They might stay there and they might be really angry because of all the renovation. Or some might disappear. I have no idea. I wish I could get in there just one more time. Just one more time before they demolish it. But that's it. Remember to hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. There's going to be all kinds of crazy stuff coming out. You never know what I'm going to put out, because hell, I don't know what I'm going to put out. But thank you all for watching, and until next time, this is Ghost Hunter Jeff signing off. Remember to hit that like button and the subscribe button. We're going to have lots of great content coming out.